Hello guys, today I'm going to instruct you about what is string, what are the operations on it, and how to access strings by using index thing. So let's start. So first, what is string? It's a sequence of characters which is enclosed in a double quotation mark like this. You can have, and inside you can write any letters or any digits or any symbols. So computer is going to recognize that you are using string by using this double quotation mark. If you do have any text, you can't write like this without any quotation mark. If you're going to write it, it will give you error. So let's take an example. I'm having a name variable and I'm going to store Python as a value. So if you want to print it, you can print it, that variable name, and it will give you Python in an output screen without giving any error, because we do have our Python as a sequence of characters which is enclosed in a double quotation mark. Now, if you try to write your like Python like this, so what it is going to do is simply it will give you error, because now your value is acting as a variable which is not defined. So if I'm going to run it, you can see in an output screen it is showing name Python is not defined. So you have to remember that if you do have any text information you want to print in an output screen, you need to make it in double quotation mark. In that particular character can be like sequence of characters, means that character can be letter, it can be digit, it can be symbol or any other thing. So string is a data type where you have some information and you want to use that information so that you can print it. So we do have like here information, we do have your Python like value, and it's a sequence of characters, and we are just enclosing in double quotation mark, and computer is recognizing, yeah, this is a string, we can print it. Now, another one will be with that, like for example, you do have a word and you have a word as a like variable, and the value inside is coding. So now if you want to print only C, so what you're gonna do is simply you're gonna tell the computer there is a variable name. So right now my variable name is word. So I'm gonna use square bracket, and inside this I'm gonna tell the computer at zero position whatever is stored, give me in an output screen. After running, you will get the C. So remember there are three things. One is inside this you can have start, then colon, stop, colon, and then there will be stop. So here I'm using only the first thing, that I want to print only at zero position. So remember in our coding programming languages, so simply programming language consists like index, that means position, and it is starting from zero itself. In our real life, like our numbers are starting, we are just starting our numbers from one. If you have any list, you will start from one only, but in programming language our like things are starting from zero only. It means if this coding is stored, zero will be the one C, and it is stored at zero, and one will be O, then two will be D, and so on. So we do have three things. One will be start. If you want to access from C to D, you need to tell the computer that start from zero and stop at the number after D, because if you're going to stop at D, it won't show you D letter, it will show you only O, because we are telling the computer to stop at the particular letter. So it will stop at, so it won't give me in an output screen that letter. And the third thing is stop. Stop is simply if you want to, do you want to go one by one? Do you want to skip some part? Or do you want to go two by two? So it depends on you how you want to how you want to access. Stop means simply how you want to access. So let's start this particular thing and let's try how to do it. So for example, I'm having a word two variable, and inside this I'm having programming. Now what I'm going to do is simply I'm just going to tell the computer print variable name first use, and inside this I want some part of data, so we can call it slicing also. So you do have programming, so P is stored at zero position, R is stored at one position, and O is stored at two position, and so on. So I want to start from zero and I want to stop at one, two, three, four. So I will stop at 5. So it will give me so PROGR. So there will be 5 things. So P will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will stop at A. So it will give me this much only in an output. Because I'm using the slicing concept. So inside variable, I want to extend some part of that particular word. I don't want in an output whole thing. So if I'm going to run it now, so you can check the thing, check the output. It is giving me same output, whatever value I have given here. So here I have given start from 0 and stop at 5. So at 5, it is stopping and it won't show me that thing. But now if you want to use a stop thing, so let's copy whole thing here and let's use it. So I'm gonna do one thing. I'm gonna use now third one also. Here by default it was one by one it was accessing. Now here you can make it one, or you can make any other how you want to access it. So for example, I want to access by skipping one thing. So if I'm gonna run it, you will get output as a POR, because P will be the start, R is going to be skip, then there will be O, then G is going to skip, then R. So you want to skip. 2 means 1 by 1 means go 1 by 1. 2 means go first, skip second. Go third, skip fourth. Like how this is the way how can you access with this step also. So now if you want to make this particular like variable, if you want to make a reverse, you can do that as well by using print word to, and you can use square bracket colon -1. So it is simply like I'm telling the computer start where my data is getting start and stop where my data is getting stop. But do one thing, don't go forward, just go backward, means reverse my particular programming thing, a value. So if I'm going to run it now, you can see it is giving me reverse of programming. Now we're going to do operations on like a string. So I'm just writing in a comments, operations. So let's do one thing. Let's create a variable and let's store some value inside. Let's see, computer. So we're going to use operations on string, which are going to help us to do some like operations on a string, and we will get some output in result in an output screen, which will be different from our, which is already stored. So the first one we're going to use is upper function, upper operation on a string. So what upper function is doing, simply, if you have a letters present here in a variable value, which are, you can check all of the letters are just present in the lowercase. If you want to make it in uppercase, you can just write in print name dot upper function. So this upper function is going to convert my lower letters into upper letters. If I'm going to run now, you can check, it will give me computer in an uppercase. Like this, we do have a lowercase also. So let's make it now. Let's copy it and paste it. And here I'm going to use lower. And here I'm just going to use lowercase only. So if I'm going to run now, it will give me the same one because it's already present in the lowercase. If you want to make it like this, uppercase, so you are converting to lowercase, so it will give me lowercase still. So now the third thing we're going to do is simply, we going to tell the computer to check whether the particular variable I'm having here, okay, inside that I'm having a value. If all the letters are presented in the like uppercase, then return true. Otherwise, you can return false. For that, you're gonna use is upper. So is upper is a function inside the string which is helping me to check whether the particular value we do have like a word computer is, if it's present, all the letters of this are presenting in uppercase or not. If it is presenting like in the uppercase, all the letters from C to R, then return true. Otherwise, it is going to return false. So here it will false because my variable is containing a word where all the letters are present in lowercase. So I'm checking is upper, means whether they are present in uppercase or not. So it is returning false. So let's write here is upper also. So like this, we're gonna do for lowercase also. So where it is going to return true. Why? Because I'm having a data which is presenting in lowercase. So let's erase it and make it lower. So let's run it. Now it is going to give me true in an output screen because my data is presenting like lowercase only. So after that, we are going to use another one operation, which is going to help me to count. So I'm going to use simply a count function, which is going to tell me a particular letter occurs how many times. So for this, I'm just going to write count function. And inside this count, you can put anything. If you want, for example, I'm going to check C. I'm going to check how many times C occurs in the this particular variable, that is name. So it will tell me only one time because you can see I'm having a computer and inside that C is only occurs one time. So now we will do next part also. So the next function we are going to do is, let me copy paste. We're gonna use split, which is really powerful like function in string, which is going to help me to break our data. So for example, I'm having like C O like this. My data is like this, separated by like this comma, but still it is acting as a word. So what I want to do is I want to split it. I want to break it. So you can have a space, you can have anything where you want. It depends on you where you want to break your data. So I'm going to use split function and I'm going to tell the computer, please split it where the comma is. Now, first it was a word computer with all the commas. Now after splitting, it won't be a word, it will be actually a letter. C will be one letter, O will be one letter, M will be one letter, even the commas also. So if I'm going to run it, so now my things are just there. Here it was like a word. Now it is converted into a list of letters. So that's why split is really important and very powerful function, which is splitting our data, and it helps to for slicing, and it helps like if you want to work with the particular data, famous like Netflix data, NASA data, COVID vaccination data. At the time you have to split our data to access it, to organize it, and to analyze the data. For that you have to split also. Another one function we're going to use is join, which is going to help us simply joining each and every letter will be there. It is going to join with each and every letter something. So let's use join function. Let's do one thing. Let's create a variable joining equal. Let's use hashtag symbol, and after that I'm going to join. So what join is going to do, it is simply going to join a particular hashtag with a particular variable name, that is name. So I'm telling the computer whatever is stored inside the name, please join it with hashtag. So in an output screen you will get like this, C hashtag O hashtag, like this. If there will be spaces also, it will put hashtag there also. So let's make it joining variable. So you can see in an output, I'm getting the same thing here. So for there are like a lot of other symbols. I mean, you can use it for like instead of the hashtag, and also there will be a lot of like operations you can use on string, like capitalize, which is just converting the first letter into uppercase, and is digit, which is going to help us to check whether the particular data is containing digits or not. If it's containing, it will return true, otherwise it will return false. I hope you like it. Please do subscribe. Take care. Bye bye.